I might be a little bit tiny bit excited, okay? Oh, by the time, man, by the time this video comes out, the Kickstarter would have been, it's already over. If I knew, I have bitches, they're just in other containers. Yeah, that's good, you know. If I only knew that the Kickstarter only lasts for like 2 months, I would have like made that. I would have like shouted out my project in previous streams much earlier. We're here. Sentinel, welcome. Oh God, dude, you don't believe. Kazabon, welcome. You don't believe how stressed out I was the last like couple of days just trying to get all this. Not yet. That's coming on Friday with the teaser that I'm teasing you guys right now. But if I only knew that way beforehand how like the rules of that website worked, I would have like, you know, I would have mentioned them way longer ago. You guys will see. Listen, we'll get to that when we get to that. Right now, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on what we got. But yeah, guys, you don't understand. I was so stressed out. I still am, because I have to like plan the next 4 days. I have to plan the next 4 days how, because like, especially tomorrow, because I'm doing like doing some volunteer work, because it's a thing I like to do. So I will be out of the house while I have to like upload everything. So I have to be doing the volunteer work and have my phone out like doing this stuff. It's like, wait. It's gonna be a hassle. I'll prepare the video today though. It's just the post on everything else, on Reddit, on Twitter, on TikTok, on Instagram needs to be done. Sadly, that like I don't think any of those, except maybe like saving a draft, which that I can do. I can do that for everything. Save a draft and then upload. Just click upload. I think I have to do that for all of them, because otherwise I'm gonna be at my wit's end tomorrow. And then like Wednesday, my parents are coming over with like family friends from Ibiza. So that's gonna add extra layers of stress. But listen, I hope you guys will help me out. Like, even if you can't help with the, as I already mentioned, Kickstarter on Friday, just sharing as much as possible, just making people pay attention to the fact that this will come, that this project will come, that there is something being planned, will be immense help. Because if nobody sees it, then I can just give up on it completely. Then the race is over before I even got to like do the first 10 meters. So I hope you guys will help me out in one way or another. Doesn't have to be financially, but just in one way or another. I hope you guys help me out and just, you know, make people aware that this is a thing. But okay, let's actually focus on reading SCPs, because we have 17,000 words to read today, which is still quite a lot for today, because I have to wake up early tomorrow, because I again gotta go running, then gotta go to the volunteering, then gotta prepare all the uploads. Okay, here we go. Let's get started. The author, Tafeta, we had them before. We had them with 2539 Highway to Hell. That's the literal, the physical manifestation of the song. Is Alison Eckert after that? Because I forgot. Wait, hold on. Let me double check. Alison Eckert is after that. So Alison Eckert is the most recent one from Tafeta that we got to read. Oops, I misclicked. But now we got Stock of a Sword. Stock of a Sword. Here we go. Where's my webcam? Buddy, where'd you go? There I am. Okay. Stock of a sort. Object class Euclid. Special contained procedures. SCP-2630 is currently contained in a vacuum-sealed chamber inside 43 Euclid wing. Following Incident 219 Canes, testing on SCP-2630 has been forbidden by Overseer order. Ooh. The Overseer themselves are like... Don't you do it.
Don't you do it.
Don't you do it.
Don't you do it.
SCP-2630 should never come into contact with animal products or live animals at any time. So that must be the stock. Like animal livestock. Daily backups are to be made of SCP-2630's configuration. If any statistically anomalous stock market changes occur, SCP-2630 should be inspected for changes and its configuration reset. Description: SCP-2630 is the designation for a computing complex built by Prometheus Para-Economics in 1968, known as Notus, necromantic, ontologically and thermodynamically unified supercomputer. SCP-2630 occupies an approximate area of 3.5 to 5.0 to 3 meters, so width, length, and height, and weighs 370 kilograms. Wait, let me read that part. This is designation for a computer. SCP occupies and weighs 370 kilograms. Okay, so it's quite heavy. Prior to its acquisition in 2005 by the Foundation, Prometheus Para-Economics used it to forecast changes to the stock market using its anomalous properties. Of course, we gonna make money. Have you guys ever watched the, I think it's like 1990s Tom and Jerry movie? Where like, Tom and Jerry like get kicked, like their owners leave because they're moving. And they forgot Tom behind, and Jerry was just also there. And then Tom and Jerry like talk, and the movie makes a big deal of it. Like, oh, you can talk. I'm like, bitch, you boys talked in the show all the time, like multiple like occasions where you talked. And for some reason, there's like they find a child. The child is like, oh, I left home. I ran away from home. They end up talking to the child. Blah 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 blah. But there's like. There's an actual couple who are villains, who are basically, you know, rich people, who, I forgot what their goal was. I think they wanted to steal something from the girl's family. And they were talking about like how, if they're not careful, they might get kicked out and be on the street. And then the guy, as he's like talking like, oh, we will end up poor. And the woman's like, poor! And so on and so forth, scaring her. And then he just goes like, we have to make money. He just like says that as like staring right into the camera. And that has been in my head for years. We gotta make money. So that I assume that whoever used this to measure the stock market was also like, we gotta make money. SCP-2630 can you guys tell I'm a little bit unfocused? It consists of 3 main components, 15 mechanical arms, a console controlling these arms and displaying readings from the 3rd main component, namely 18 sets of intestines. 15 of these intestines are bovine rumens, while the rest are human large intestines. The bovine intestines are suspended by the mechanical arms, while the human large intestines appear to be interlaced into a rough framework around the rumens. These intestines do not appear to decay. Foundation economists have shown that the state of the bovine rumens encodes the price of 15 S&P 500 stocks approximately 19 hours in the future, with each rumen corresponding to a different stock. The current working theory is that the knots in the rumens correspond to the price of these stocks. For more information, see supplementary document -03A. After a great start with 3C, it is not currently known if the human intestines represent any meaningful information. So the intestines get like moved up and oh shit. Sorry about that. Let me just get the where is it? There we go. So the intestines get moved up and down, and that indicates if a certain stock is doing well or not, or will do well in the future. The mechanical arms update this information every 5 minutes. Due to the regular manipulation of these intestines, it is currently believed that they possess anomalously high levels of tensile strength. The amount of force required to actually manipulate the entrails is grossly more than would be expected, meaning that any attempt to manipulate the configuration of the intestines typically requires use of the mechanical arms, which are capable of exerting a direct force of 9.3 meganewtons. I still don't fully know. This is the stream I've been waiting for. Hey, mechanic, welcome, welcome. The complex does not appear to possess any power source. With the aid of documentation from the original inventors of SCP-2630, a rudimentary program was developed to test if a manipulation in the configuration of the intestines would result in a change to the stock price. The test was carried out successfully, demonstrating that the correlation between SCP-2630 and the state of each stock price is two-way. Further information on the test and its results are contained in print archive article 2011.March.11.108. CEO of Reikia Software dies in tragic golfing accident. Oh damn. That's a little bit hardcore, eh? So literally, stock of a sort is literally just like, it's sorting out the stock market. And it's giving you like information of like what the stock market will be with intestines. Bovine intestines. But we don't know what the human intestines stand for. Yet. Yet. Maybe that will show up in a later SCP and then we're like, of course! How did I not think of that? By the way, how y'all doing on this Sunday? I missed you guys. Cow intestines, I predict the stock market. Oh, SCP, how random you always are. I know, right? I missed you guys yesterday. So, even though I was late, this SCP seemed unique. Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the SCP that's about like a room full of random stuff, and depending on what you move will have an influence on a country's economic state. So it reminds me of that, except of course it has to do with the stock market specifically, and I think it's only like a specific country stock. I don't think it's like every stock market in the world, unless it is. It might be. But yeah, no, I'm sad I couldn't stream on Friday and Saturday, but I was so busy getting everything sorted out that I just knew I could not be streaming and be focused on streaming at all. Even now, you guys can tell, like, I'm probably a little bit less focused because, like, I'm thinking of things I have to do afterwards. But I wanted to stream today because I just wanted to have some fun, because, like, majority of the heavy work is basically done. So right now everything just needs to like be a routine now. I just need to like check everything, answer people's questions, get people interested in my project. Because if I don't do that, then the project might fall flat, and I don't want that. I don't want. This has been a thing I've been working on for like 2 years now. Like I wrote the scripts like 2 years ago, and then yeah, last year I got to do the teaser. So yeah, maybe even 2.5 years to be honest. So that's why I'm just like I'm so anxious. I'm so anxious that about this, because I want people to see it. I want it to be good. I want people to be excited, and I'm glad that you guys are. And I know that the people I talk to in my crew, they are excited as well for it. So at least I know that there is a group of people who are genuinely interested in it. But yeah, I'm just very, very nervous. I'm just very nervous.